Hi everyone, welcome to Math 95. I will be your instructor. My name is Natalie McGathy. I've been at Prairie State for 9 years and I love it here. I would like to take this opportunity to walk you through the course and show you all the tools that you'll need to be successful. So first of all, on the announcements page, every week at the beginning of the week, usually Sunday night, Monday morning, I'll post the agenda for the week, which will basically serve as a checklist of everything that you have to turn in order to get credit to be successful. Now, to do any work in this course, you basically need to access two websites. The one is D2L, which I'm showing you now, and the other one is Hawks Learning Systems. So let's first go into D2L. Under the Content tab, you'll see I've got a couple main sections here. You've got the basic course information, our weekly content, and then some resources for you. So under course information, you'll see information about me. Here's my bio. You can read that if you like. Our syllabus, which I recommend you read all the way through. So there's some really good information here. The breakdown of your grades and some helpful information, like you can get calculators to check out from the library for the whole semester if you don't have one already. Our course calendar. So this is a week-by-week snapshot of the topics you'll be learning and the assignments that you'll be turning in. Some of these assignments you turn in on D2L and others through Hawks. All right, now let's go back to our content page. Under weekly content, this is where all of the lectures are going to be. So in week 1, I'll give you an overview of what we'll be covering and then a handful of lecture videos, which you can watch and pause, take notes, play. I recommend you pause and try to work the problems on your own before watching the video in its entirety. That's the way that you learn. You'll probably learn best. Okay, also under communication, we'll have a couple active discussion boards. So first you have an assignment to introduce yourself. I'd like to know, where are you from? What's your major? Why are you taking this course? And what do you want to do basically after Prairie State? And I'll take that information, and if I know what your major is, I can direct you towards opportunities if anything comes up. And I can also maybe put you in groups a little bit better. Also, I'll have discussion boards for each one of our units. So if you ever have a question on your homework, you can take a screenshot and paste that screenshot from your computer right into the discussion board. And so that way, if we all know what problem you're having, we can answer that. And I encourage you all to check this discussion board often so that you can answer your classmates' questions. Also here, you'll have space to do some group work. So every week, you'll be given a problem set that you'll turn in at the end of the week, and you'll have an assigned group to work with. So then the people in your group will all collaborate on the one problem set. And this is a space where you can discuss the problems that you're having, or you can decide who's doing which problems and ask each other for help. And then you'll submit that in the assignments page. And I have that replicated here for each one of the units. All right, the other thing that you will use is under assignments. You know how I said you had, they're not showing here yet, but they will in just a minute. I said that you would have some group assignments. About once a week, you'll have a problem set that you'll work on as a group. And under assignments, that's where you will upload your assignment. All right, so now that we've gone through this, I'd like to take you over to Hawks. So again, on our welcome page here, you'll see information about Hawks Learning Systems. You can get to that by going to learn.hawkslearning.com. If you don't already have an account, you'll need to set one up. Mine's already set up, so you'll see here, create an account, and I have another video to walk you through creating that account. Once you are in, this is our course. Once you are in, you'll see a list of sections, and these go in order, the same order that they are on our calendar. So you see all of them right now are due later, and next week you'll see there will be one section that is due at the end of that week. And if you miss any assignments, you'll have a whole nother section that says overdue. So hopefully you won't have any overdue assignments. But once you click on one of those assignments, you'll see 3 different modes here. You've got learn, practice, and certify. So learn mode is basically the online equivalent of scrolling through your textbooks. So you can scroll through the pages, you can watch some videos, you can, I don't know, skip through to different examples. But this is basically just looking at a textbook. It's a little bit more interactive. And then we have practice mode and certify mode. So you only get credit for the homework that you do in certify mode, but I recommend that you try out the problems in practice mode first. So let's go ahead and click in here to practice mode. Notice there's like 12 questions. You have 12 homework problems. Some of them have like multiple steps. And usually they'll give you these answer boxes. There's a keypad here so that if you need any special symbols or anything, you can use those. It's also a list of keyboard shortcuts here that you could print this out if you like. These are different buttons. So one that's really helpful is if you need to put in exponents, you do Shift 6. That's like the caret, and that'll give you an exponent. Also, if you want to do a fraction, if you press the fraction bar on your keyboard, it's like the slash symbol, that'll create a fraction for you, so you don't have to find it on the keypad each time. Anyways, here I'll type in the fraction button, and I could type in the slope, which I know is 3/5, and the y-intercept is 0,2. And don't worry, this is all explained in the lecture videos, and then submit the answer. Now, suppose I had gotten confused, I can go over here to the tutor, and it would walk me through and kind of explain, like, oh, okay, this number 3/5 here, the slope is the m, and the y-intercept, that's the b, and then you kind of can walk through all these things. Also, you can skip right over to like, well, just tell me what the solution is. It's like, okay, the slope's 3/5 and the y-intercept is 0,2. So that's the tutor button. So if you get stuck on anything, you have immediate help right there. And then suppose that you needed some extra help on that problem, and you want to try it on your own, you can hit this try similar button, and it'll generate a new problem that's just like that one. Okay, so then if you get stuck, you can always skip through problems. You don't know, like, oh, I don't want to deal with that right now. I'll come back to it, whatever. So this is all in practice mode. So notice I can save and exit practice, and it'll save my my progress. Now, you do not get credit for doing practice mode. It's just practice. You get credit by going in here to certify. Notice there are 12 questions. They're all the same questions that you had in practice mode, but maybe slightly different with different numbers, whatever. And in certify mode, you don't have that tutor button. The reason for that is you want to build that confidence knowing that you can do these problems without any outside help. Therefore, you could do well on your exams and your final exam because it's really you that know the information. You're not relying on anybody else. Okay, so once you go through these problems, you'll get credit. Of course, you can attempt certify as many times as you like. If you don't complete certify the first time through, you can always go back and try again. This little heart here with the number 5 in it, this tells you that you have really 5 strikes. If you get 5 problems wrong, it's going to kick you out and say, hey, you're not ready to certify. Go back to practice, try these problems a little bit more, come back and try certify again. Okay, so that is what Hawks looks like. And One nice thing in Hawks is here under web tests, you can create your own practice test if you like. So suppose you know an exam is coming up. I'll call this like exam 1 practice. Your first exam is coming up, and I know that chapter 3 is on there, 3.4, and I also know that some stuff from chapter 4 is on there. Then you can put these sections into your practice test. Say you want like 50 questions to try, and you want to try and get those 50 questions in 60 minutes. Let's make it 20 questions. That's a lot. 20 questions in 60 minutes, or you don't have to time it. And then you can press this button, start here, and it will just generate some random problems for you to kind of practice to make sure you know what you're doing. Okay. So that is Hawks. Now, you do have to pay a fee for Hawks. The nice thing is you don't have to have a separate textbook, like a physical text. With Hawks, you get an ebook anyways. So the amount of the cost for the access code is the cost for the textbook. It's around $100. Okay, so those are the 2 websites you need for the course, and those will be all of your assignments. So everything that you do in this course will either be on Hawks, or it will be one of those group assignments. You'll have about 1 group assignment per week and about 2 Hawks assignments per week. You'll also be given 3 unit exams and the final exam, which you will come to campus for. And if you're unable to come to campus, let me know and we'll make special accommodations. All right, please, my information is there for you. You have my email, my Calendly right here. This is a link where you can go and schedule an appointment with me, and I'm available for in-person or virtual appointments. I'm excited for this semester. Best of luck. I hope it goes great.